At this time, we feature one of our administrators from the schools, and we have Mr. Eric Greer, principal at Artesia High School, is with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Gene. How are you?
Good. I'm glad you wrote your name down because I was going to call you Cody again, but
right.
didn't want to make that mistake 5 times in 1 year. So
yeah,
be a
right.
bad thing.
No worries.
So, well, good. You brought some guests with you today, and
I did. You know, I think I don't mind talking and letting people hear what I think they need to hear, but I also want to take the opportunity to feature other departments, other things that are taking place, and you know, and I'm thinking who all can I bring this time and next time, and you know, I think next time I may bring some student council members down, but this time I wanted to highlight our counseling department, our outstanding counselors at Artesia High School. They do so much more than just regular, you know, guidance counseling. They are an integral part to the student success at Artesia High School, and they do. They are active, working on different projects and presentations all throughout the school year. They are very busy, and I thought I'd take the opportunity to bring them down and let y'all hear from them what all takes place over in the counseling corner, so to speak. So,
well, I'm sure your counselor's a lot better than mine. Mine told me I was suited to be a fire watcher.
Yeah.
and I said, no, I'll do radio instead. So
there you go. Well,
so I listened to the fires on the radio. Well, let's see. Where do we want to start? You want to start with Anessa?
Sure. So
okay,
we have Anessa Golden,
right.
Debbie Kinnibrugh, and Adrian Blackburn here. So I'm gonna just sit back and turn it over to them.
Okay. Well, Anessa, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Good morning. I'm Anessa Golden. I've been in the counseling department for 2 years. I am the class of 2024 counselor, so the junior class. I was an English teacher for 15 years,
okay.
And so I just found counseling as my passion, and so I got my degree, and last year was the opportunity for me to become a counselor. So
excellent. And then we have Debbie Kinnibrugh, and
yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I am. This is my 4th year as a counselor. I taught prior to that at ZIA for 7 years and taught 2nd grade for 1 year at Central. Counseling has always been something that I wanted to do, and it took me a while to finally just buckle down and say, all right, I'm going and getting my grad degree. So I finally did that, and I am the sophomore class counselor this year, the class of 2025. So we switch with our students every 3 years. So once they graduate, we pick up the sophomore class. So I've got sophomores this year.
Okay. And then Adrian
Adrian.
Blackburn, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been at the high school since 2016. I started in mental health in 2009, so really excited to be at the high school. I love being at that level. I am currently the senior counselor, so I'm getting the kids ready to move on into adulthood, and I just really love having the kids.
That's good. By chance, did any of you attend Artesia High School or go through the Artesia schools?
yes, me and Debbie did.
You and Debbie did? Okay.
Yes.
Adrian, where?
I'm from the big town of Eunice, New Mexico.
Eunice,
Yes.
okay. Big town, so a little bit of an adjustment there with student population. That's good. Some of the projects that you have done, I think most recently you held the Artesia High School Career Fair,
Yes.
and that's something that's happened for several years now, right? Or is this a fairly new project?
It's our second year.
Second year? How well did that, was that received by the seniors?
I think it went really well.
Yeah.
This year it was a little bit different. This year we had double the attendance that we did last year in regards to like vendors and companies and that sort of thing. I think it went really well. We had a lot of hands-on activities. We had the hospital who came and they had their sonographer. They had a podiatrist who performed a mock surgery it's called a bunionectomy, we learned. We had Zen Wellness who brought some pig's feet to allow the kids to suture. We had CVE who brought their bucket trucks. We had,
Wilbanks Trucking brought theirs, and so we could show the kids. The fire department was there, the police department, the sheriff's department was also there. PVT came as well. We just wanted to expose the kids to different areas. HF Sinclair also came to show the kids, like, if you don't want to go to college, let's try a trade. And, you know, like the different opportunities that they have, not only here in Artesia, but like when they go out into the world and see what they can do. And we exposed it to 10th through 12th grade. I think it went over really well. The kids really seemed to enjoy it, and we had a lot of feedback from the companies that came and said it was a really good experience for them as well.
Good. Adrian, you work more with the seniors, so what were some of their comments from the career fair?
I think what they mostly got from it is they saw positions and jobs that they hadn't considered before. So I think that's really the goal of our career fair, is to expose them to those things that they wouldn't have thought of before.
Okay. I know one of them saw our internet router and said, wow, I bet that's expensive.
Yeah.
That's not the most expensive thing on the table here, but yes, it's kind of interesting on that. So when does it seem like the students start to think about what they're going to be doing after they graduate? Are they thinking about it when they're sophomores or juniors, or is it kind of a last minute thing for some of them?
I think it's a mix. I have sophomores right now, and so thankfully with the career fair, what I'm doing with them is we're doing a next step plan with them. And so we talked about, during the morning session, while seniors and juniors were at a college fair, the sophomores did an interest inventory. And what that consisted of like, what do you like? What are some of your interest things you may be considering? And so with all of that information with the career fair, we were able to sit down and say, okay, like what are some things that you might be interested in? Are you going to college, trade school? Are you going to the military? Are you going straight to work? What are your plans? And so far with the sophomore class, I feel like we've been able to watch videos and go through, and they've kind of explored some different careers. Some of them are like, I know exactly what I'm doing, and some are like, I'm not quite sure, and that's okay. We want them to know it's okay not to know and have your whole life planned out. I don't know with...
Well, and then like for me, now that my students are juniors, I did the career inventory last year with them, and so I did the same thing. So this year, we just went a little bit more into, okay, so you said this was something you looked at, this is your interest inventory said this. So now this year when I'm meeting with them on a one-on-one basis, we really dive into, okay, now we really start thinking about what is the next step in your life, and I do the next step plan. And, plans change, and some of them have decided to do something different, but for the most part, the kids saw through that, okay, I want to do this. Now I know the education that I have to get there. And so if it was a trade, we figure out what schools are best for them. If it's college and they are determined, like this is the college I want to go to, at my stage, I start really helping them investigate, okay, what do you need to get into this college? As a junior, they do start taking the ACT, so we look at that and make sure that we have everything we need to get ready for the ACT. And then by the end of the year, they have a pretty good plan of what to expect their senior year.
Okay.
So.
And then, Adrian, for the seniors, has the panic started to set in yet?
Yeah, I think it's total panic, but a lot of them know basically what they want to do. So we're researching the colleges, we're researching scholarships based on what they want to do and where they want to be, so that we can help them get where they want to go.
Sure. What are some of the colleges that you hear a lot that are... I'm sure there's the colleges they want to go to, and then they find out what it costs, and then there's the colleges that they...
So I think Texas Tech is a big one they want to go to. We do have a lot of students that go to Arizona State, and of course your New Mexico. You can't beat the scholarships here, so you have a lot of kids wanting to go to the New Mexico colleges to take advantage of those scholarships.
That's good. Well, do you have any events coming up? Some special events or presentations or programs that you're going to be doing here in the next few months, weeks?
So we just got approval from Mr. Greer and our principals and yes, Mrs. McCaleb, the director of health and wellness. We are going to be presenting in students' classes as a group, a whole group. So like first period English classes are going to be meeting in the gym, and we have Miss Kebisweiler, a social worker who couldn't be here with us today. She's out of training. Got us in contact with somebody who's going to come in and be doing like a fentanyl drug and alcohol awareness for the students. November 15th is when we went ahead and scheduled that. And so every month we decided we are going to be going and presenting different things to students. And I think we've realized over the past year, especially, like, kids are struggling in different areas, being at home for 2 years with no access to socialization, or they're struggling. And so we need to offer services to them within the school so that they can be successful academically. And so what are some of the other ones that we're working on?
I believe that we're going to work with the police department to talk about social media.
Okay.
Like the downfalls to social media. We went to a training with CASA, and they were talking about the different aspects of social media that kids may not really understand. And so we thought that would be really good for our students to understand that, you can be on social media, but you really just need to understand that there are some times when it can be a downfall, and bad things do happen. And so we want to be aware of that, so that they know these are the things that we want you guys to know and be aware of. The police department was really helpful with that one. I believe we're going to do the goggles. Are we?
But yeah, we're hoping to bring the PD offered.
The
Yes.
DWI goggles?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's just making kids aware of this. These are the situations that if you do become in these situations, we need to be aware of these things, but also just they're going out into the real world. We want them to understand, like, when you get out into the real world, these are the things you will have to experience in your life, or if you've ever come in contact with this is what you need to do.
Wow,
So.
that sounds pretty exciting. Was there any? Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I do have a college and FAFSA night for parents, so they come on November 14th, so they can get any help they need with the college applications, with financial aid applications. They're pretty lengthy, so we want to help them get those completed as best as they can.
Are they any longer than the customer satisfaction survey from Canes? Lana filled that out the other day, and it was like 16 pages. And was this tender good? Was that tender good? Was this tub of sauce good? I mean, so
Did it ask if they were going to come to Artesia? Because that would be amazing.
There seems to be an interest in that. Yes, so that would be kind of nice. We went there after the football game on Saturday, along with the football team.
Yes.
So that was fun. Well, that's great. Was there anything else you want to add or cover, or anything that you'd like parents to know that if they want to help get involved with?
Well, they can access the high school's website through, you can go to bulldogs.org and then just find Artesia High School, and you can find the tab that says Guidance and Counseling. That has all of our information, our emails. Each of us have a section there that we post everything, like our newsletters for every month, ACT dates, SAT dates, just different ways that we communicate with the kids. We also like to put that on the website for parents. We have Remind for each one of our classes, so if they'd like to sign up for that. Just a way to communicate with them about what's going on at the guidance office, but also what's going on at Artesia High School as well.
Excellent. Anything else? Did we kind of cover everything today? Mr. Greer?
I don't know that there's anything else. I just want to brag on my school. I have outstanding staff. From the classroom teachers to custodians and everything in between. We just have an outstanding staff, and we have great kids, and we have a lot of great things taking place at Artesia High School. And this crew right here is just an outstanding crew who work works closely with our students and staff on a daily basis. And I just wanted to take today the opportunity to highlight them today and what they do, and next time I'll bring somebody else next time.
Well, looking forward to it. So we had Adrienne Blackburn, thank you, and Debbie Kinnibrugh, thank you, and Anessa Golden, thank you for all coming in today. Mr. Greer, thank you.
Thank you, Gene. Yes, absolutely.
They're waiting on you over there.
Yeah, I guess we better go get to work.
All right.
Thank you very much.